everyone, welcome to Royal Fashion News. My name is Brittany, and today I'm going to give you guys my looks of the week, my favorite and my least favorite look from our royal ladies and sometimes the royal men. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, let's start with one of my least favorite looks of the week, and that is Queen Maxima arriving in Sweden for the first day of her state visit. I find this outfit kind of odd because it's both too tight and also too big, if that makes sense. I feel like there's a lot of volume to the look, yet the bodice is really tight. So I just don't think it entirely works. I love Maxima, I love her style, and she's also on the best dress list, but this look for me just didn't really work. Although I do have to say I absolutely love her earrings. She has worn them several times. They are Steltman jewelry from The Hague. So guys, I just love those. I think they're gorgeous, but yeah. And I love that Maxima wears gloves a lot. I think that's a really cool and interesting look. However, this is kind of a big thumbs down for me. All right, guys, one of the best looks of the week, I have to give it to Crown Princess Mary of Denmark. I love this forest green suit, guys. It is beautiful. It's Massamundi, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I so love like kind of dark green and burgundy. Those are some of my favorite colors, especially in the fall. So I'm just really loving this look. The simple, clean lines of it, I just think are absolutely fantastic. So hats off to Crown Princess Mary there. I just think that look really worked for her. Okay, guys, another probably on my worst dress list. I love Crown Princess Victoria. I think she's so fun, but I am not a fan of this foresty dress. And I do actually have to say, I do actually own those green shoes. I got them on like super clearance, so I'm kind of excited to have them and show them you guys because so many royals wear the Gianvito Rossi pumps. So I am excited to show you guys if they really are comfortable. I wore them one time and wasn't a fan. But anyways, I'm just not, I feel like the print's too busy and it just doesn't really feel fall to me. And I'm not, the earrings are just a bit too costumey. I don't know. It's just not working for me. And kind of an interesting thing about Victoria is that she's well known for never wearing her hair down. I mean, you can count probably on your hand how many times she's actually been seen wearing her hair down. And I just feel like I've noticed recently that she wears a lot of kind of flowy things, and yet she always has that kind of severe low bun. And there's nothing really wrong with that, but I feel like if you have kind of a flowy look, I feel like you need a softer hairdo. It doesn't have to be that she has to have it down or curled or anything like that, but I feel like something that's somehow a bit softer rather than it always being so severe, because she really does lean on the severe, I think. All right, one of my next best dressed is Catherine, the Princess of Wales. I just love her vintage Chanel look here. The dark blue blazer, the black pants, the pumps. I mean, it's just so classic. I absolutely love that it's vintage. I feel like she has a great eye for vintage, at least a couple of the pieces that we've seen, especially when it comes to jackets. I so far have been very impressed. So I just kind of absolutely love this look. I just really like it. And I think, again, it's very professional, very simple. And I just love that she's dipping into vintage because I think you can find some really amazing things. And actually, the House of Sweden has an incredible kind of vintage collection because they keep a lot of the children's clothing, the Queen's clothing. Crown Princess Victoria has been known to wear her mother's dresses, and actually Princess Madeline wore one of her mother's old dresses at her wedding reception. So I kind of love that history of sharing because obviously a lot of these fashion items are well made. So I think they're definitely worth keeping. Okay, guys, next on my worst dress list is Sofia in this sequin monstrosity. I don't know what she was thinking. And it's one of those ones too where I believe having somebody take a picture with a flash with you in that dress would have been really helpful in this situation. I feel like it just drags her down, makes her look kind of saggy. You can kind of see where her bra is. It's just not a real flattering look. And she's very pretty. I mean, I like the color. I like the color on her. But there's just the sequins and the drapiness of it just doesn't work for me. It's an Ada Lanto dress. And I'm just not a fan. I'm also not a fan of the dress, which is from the same designer that Sofia wore to the dinner reception. There's just something about that doesn't work for me. So this again was part of the state visit. I love her tiara here, but the dress is too long. Actually, if you compare this picture, so Victoria has on her purple dress, and we'll get back to that purple dress, but Sofia has on this green dress, and you can tell it's dragging on the ground. And it should be like Victoria's, where it's kind of almost gliding, flowing on top of the ground rather than actually dragging. I feel like I'm not really a fan of I mean, I like buttons, but I don't feel like the buttons look. I just don't think it's a very flattering look on her at all. And I'm just definitely not a fan. I think that was a big miss for me. But getting back to the dinner reception, I have to give mad props to Crown Princess Victoria. I'm not a fan of the thing on her shoulder, but oh man, that color is stunning on her. It just really, really works. That goes to show you how much color can be a huge factor. And she is also wearing the Napoleonic amethyst tiara. Those amethysts go back a couple hundred years, so they've been in the family a long time. The family name is actually French, Bernadotte. I think some people pronounce it Bernadotte, but if it's French, it should be Bernadotte. And I just think this is a stunning look from her. The color is gorgeous. She actually has worn this tiara very well. So the tiara she's wearing is actually a full circlet. So it is pretty hard to actually get on her head. And we've seen some creative ways to use it. I think particularly Princess Madeline has done a really, really great job of actually getting that on her head and wearing it pretty well. So I give mad props to Madeline for that, because she really, I think, pulled it off. Another I would have to say is probably on my worst list is probably this look from Camilla here. It is from Me and M, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it seems too casual to me, and it's perhaps meant to be that way. I don't know. It just doesn't really work for me. I feel like she needs to up her fashion game maybe a smidge, as she is queen. I mean, obviously she's queen and she doesn't really have to, but I'm just not, I just feel like she puts this dress on to go like shopping or something. That's what I feel like when I see that dress. I'm just not a fan. It looks like a corduroy material, so it's probably pretty comfy, but it looks kind of too casual for a royal event. Okay, this one, I'll kind of put this one in the middle, because then I will get to my final and favorite look of the week. So this is Queen Maxima, and this is part of their state visit, and they're actually at a concert by an ensemble violinist. And we've seen this look before, I believe for her 50th birthday. I believe that's when we saw this. It looks fantastic with the cape on. I can say that. It looks great with the cape on, because you have kind of its setting and highlighting the necklace, which is gorgeous. This is just a big old no for me. It's just not flattering, but I love it with the cape on. The cape on actually really makes it work, but the rest of it is no, kind of no. I also should say that Queen Sylvia looked fantastic as well at the state reception. I love that bright pink on her, the lace detail, and she brought out the Brinzenga tiara, which is actually quite heavy, and so I was reading somewhere that she kind of had made the decision not to use that tiara too much. So it was lovely to see her bring that out. And then finally, I'll have to say my favorite look of the week, and this is just because in part I love Maxima, and I also just love that she brings out the Stuart tiara every chance she gets. And I also do genuinely love the dress. And that is Queen Maxima at the dinner reception with the Stuart tiara. I love the designer of her dress. His name is Jan Tom Inau. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I know I am. And I've loved so many of his designs for her. They're intricate, they're beautiful, and I really do like kind of this one shoulder pink ensemble. And I love how Maxima is so playful with the Stuart. So we haven't seen the Stuart actually in several decades. It was kind of the white whale of tiara watching, in addition to like the Strathmore Rose. Everybody was waiting on bated breath. Will we see this? Will we see this? So to see it on Maxima, I think is really, really incredible and encouraging. And I love how she's actually been able to take some of the pieces out and change around the diamond. So the diamond at the top, which is probably the largest there, originally was probably placed somewhere else on the tiara, and she moved it to the top because the full set tiara includes the Stuart diamond, which is a light blue diamond that's in a pear shape. She's only debuted that once, and that was in the UK, and that's because there's a long history between the Stuart diamond and the UK. They actually fought over it for centuries. And if you'd like to learn more about the Stuart tiara, I do have a whole video on Royal News Network that you can watch, and I will link that in the description description down below. All right, guys, let me know what was your favorite royal look of the week. I'm planning on doing these every Friday. You'll notice that you didn't see me in this video because you'll see me in a lot of videos. I think I'm going to do it this way. That way it's a little bit easier for me to kind of record it and get it up quickly, because sometimes these fashion videos take longer than I think I will, because I keep having to put pictures in. But I'm so excited to talk more about fashion. But guys, I want to know, what was your favorite royal look of the week? Did you love Catherine's? What was your absolute favorite? And did you think I missed anything? And do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.